Today, I'm going to be servicing this Icetro ice machine. I'm out here every 3 months to take this machine apart, clean it, sanitize it, clean the condenser, empty all the ice out of the storage bin. I do all that every 3 months to keep this machine nice and clean. I'm going to open up the front panel and show you what everything looks like, walk you through the process of what I do. Like I said, every 3 months. Let's jump into it. The ice machine is in the middle of an ice making cycle. There is some ice formed on the evaporator already. You can see the water's running. What I normally do is I'll just move this to the off position. When the ice drops into the storage bin, the machine will automatically turn off. While that's running, I'm going to take off my top panel, 2 side panels. I might actually leave this side on. There's not really anything important over there that I need to look at. But inside here, I want to be able to look at all of my components. I'm also going to use this can. And I'm going to take all of the ice out of this bin, put it in this can, and get rid of it. Ice. Oh, look at that. Ice machine just went into harvest. So when the ice drops with that in the off position, the machine will turn off. I'm gonna go dump this in the meantime. I thought this thing would have fallen by now and shut off, but looks like we're still in harvest. Might as well catch the drop. Let's see. There you go. And the machine shuts off. I'm going to continue with dumping this out. The clean cycle on these machines are pretty long, so I like to get started as soon as I can. I can take this cover off because I put my ice machine descaler down inside there. The water is going to fill. I think it's going to drain and then it'll refill again before it starts circulating. I have mixed up some ice machine descaler. I'm actually going to be using the Manitowoc ice machine descaler. This product will be linked in the description below the video if you're interested in it. Once it's done filling with water and the water starts circulating, as long as it doesn't dump the first cycle, which is right now, I'm just going to add my descaler directly into the water trough. It's going to circulate for about 15 minutes and then go through a series of dumping the water, filling with fresh water, circulating, and dumping the water just to wash out any of the descaler. Last little bit of ice. Take this out and dump it. With the storage bin all cleared out of ice, I'm going to use a couple of buckets of water. Normally just rinse off the walls to try to get some of this ice melted away. It helps when it comes to cleaning. Clean cycle is going to take quite a while. I'm not really in a rush, so not a big deal. I'm going to put this guy back on here. It kind of just slips into place. There are a couple of finger screws back there that you can loosen up if it's a little difficult to get this thing to lock down into place. But once I get that done, I normally come around here, I'll check the date on my water filter. This one's not due for a couple months. I'll also be removing this guy so I can access the condenser and clean that. My ice machine just started its fill and flush cycle, so it's flushing the cleaner for the first time. It's going to fill with water, and it's going to do that several more times. I'll actually just count so that way I can tell you exactly how many times it dumps and refills. So that's number one. Now that this is loosened up, I can just take that out, get access to my condenser, which actually looks really clean. Let me just pull this off. This is the pre-filter. It actually doesn't even really need to be cleaned, as long with my condenser. It's all really clean. So I'm not even gonna mess with it all that much. I'm just gonna put it all back together. That inspection is good enough. If it were dirty, what I would do is I would use one of these guys, condenser coil brush. I would just brush it out, blow it out with some nitrogen, and call it good. If it was, in a greasy restaurant somewhere, I would probably end up using some degreaser, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy back in here, tighten these screws down, and we will be good to go. While my machine was going through its clean and fill and rinse cycle, I did end up taking apart the condensation pump that we used for the storage bin, since there's no floor drain in here. Clean that out. So if you have one of those, it's a good thing to look at. Now that this thing is done going through its cycle, I'm going to take it apart for cleaning. The water curtain comes out pretty easily. Just set that up top for right now. Because I'm here so often cleaning this, machine doesn't ever really get all that dirty. So I'm not gonna fully disassemble the machine. I'm just gonna partially disassemble. Usually the safest thing to do is just spray my surfaces with some sanitizer, since I already ran my descaler through and there's not really a lot of scale buildup on this machine. Take out the three major components: the water curtain, water trough, and distribution tube. Usually if you have both hands available, this thing will come apart pretty easily. But with this setup, what I normally do, because it's so clean, so I'm just going to spray everything with sanitizer. I'm going to be careful not to get any water or sanitizer up inside there, because that will cause the ice thickness probe to malfunction. Spray some sanitizer in there. Make sure we get the water pump and the water float. So if it was really dirty down in there, I would normally pull the water flow out, pull the water pump out, but I don't let my machine get all that dirty so that I don't have to take it all the way apart. I'm just going to use a clean microfiber rag, wipe all my surfaces, and then I'll spray it all again, and then I'll do the same thing one by one with these guys and put it all back together. Now that I've done all my wiping, I'm going to spray everything with some more sanitizer, including the underneath side of the ice machine and the back wall, the side walls. And when I'm done, I'm going to let all the sanitizer dry on the surface of the ice machine. That way it creates a protective layer that inhibits growth of slime and algae and bacteria. Next, I usually clean these parts one by one and put them back together in reverse order of how I took them out. So I normally start with the water distribution tube, go to the water trough, and then throw the water curtain back in there, as well as reconnecting my thickness probe. It's very important, and making sure the gap is set correctly. When I'm cleaning these Icetro ice machines, I know that the clean process is extremely long. So after running the descaler, taking the machine apart, cleaning it, sanitizing it, and then putting it back together, I don't want to run another clean cycle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it into ice mode, let it make 2 or 3 batches of ice. I'm going to take that ice, dump it in the sink, and that'll be just as good as rinsing it or running it through a clean cycle so that it rinses all the sanitizer out of the machine. Once it drops ice, I'll button up the machine and get out of here. I should also mention that I checked the dump valve. Inspecting that every once in a while is a good idea. We just cycled into harvest. Let's see if we can catch it. It's getting ready to fall. Should be right there. So like I said before, I'm going to take out that little bit of ice and get rid of it. So that wraps up the 3-month preventative maintenance / ice machine cleaning for an Icetro ice machine. I did not follow the step-by-step instructions. I don't even actually know where they are. I think the Icetro America website probably has the cleaning instructions. I'll try to link that in the video description down below. If you got any value out of this, hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see something different, or if there's something that I totally messed up, drop it in the comment section below so that I can take care of that, address that. If you would like to contact me directly, icemachine411@gmail.com. There's also a free group chat available on Patreon, Ice Machine 411 on Patreon. Other ice machine cleaning service repair videos on Ice Machine 411 YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all watching the video all the way through to the end, and we'll see you on the next one.